Hello and welcome everybody, and thank you for joining me into the next Skillbook showcase on Nightstalker. And for her we have obviously her class skill. I'm not sure if the Diabolic Wolf is actually her class skill, but I just assume it is. And for the skill changing one we have Chain Turning Kick, which is this skill here. Nothing too extraordinary, relatively decent cooldown though, so this might be good. And yeah. Let's see what the damage is gonna be like. Damage might even be lower because I use a low level blue blade because I don't have anything else. So the damage numbers will probably be very low. But let's go. Great. Go for another one. Alright, so around 2.5, 2.6, 6, 7 maybe. Okay, crit. Obviously, like I said, not really good value, but like I said, I'll just show you my stats in a second, so you'll see why this is the case. There you go. So my magical attack is just barely 2000, which is usually something you'd have around, what, Runnersville at level 50 maybe even before that. So definitely not that great. But the purpose is literally just to show you guys the effects and to see if there's potential changes to scalings or anything else. So let's go ahead, and I think this is actually the last Witchblade I have to do, then I'll have the... Which classes am I missing? Oh yeah, Mystics, and probably the worst to do for the Skillbook showcases, and that would be Elementalists, Shamans in general, because there's so many. Anyways, effect change, movement distance increase, semi-super armor break, plus 1 hit while moving, 2 hits, 3 hits when holding right click. Backward blink skill use after additional hit, can move to directions with the arrow keys. If there is summon Banshee skill, Banshee summon enabled during additional hit. I did take Banshee summon, so I'm not sure if I need to activate it or not. We're just gonna see what's gonna happen. And yeah. So first off, I'm gonna just use it and not click anything. Okay. The distance actually didn't increase that much, really. So now I'm just gonna hold down right click. Not bad. Not bad. Definitely not bad. I see. Wait. Inferno is a command, right? Shift F. Can I trigger it twice? That's the question. That's interesting. That can be quite useful, I think, for Nightstalker players. Because given the fact that you can basically ignore a cooldown on... I'm not sure how good that meteor is, so... But I believe this can be quite powerful with the right gear and stuff. This is really interesting. So the damage on the skill itself didn't change except for this last aerial AoE. This is where the damage is higher than the average hit, but other than that, nothing really changed. But I really think that due to the fact that you can basically ignore a cooldown, which is otherwise 50 seconds, which is pretty long, and you can basically now cast it at a 9-second cooldown. Not a bad thing, I guess. Like I said, I'm not a Nightstalker player, so I have absolutely no clue if this is good or not, but just seeing that you can basically use a 50-second cooldown every 10 seconds, where basically, yeah, you can just use it even if it's on cooldown. And I can just now use it again. I think this is pretty good. Fellow Nightstalker players might actually really like this book, maybe. Like I said, I never played Nightstalker to that extent, and I never really seen anybody play Nightstalker, so I'm not entirely sure. But definitely I think this is a pretty decent book, really. The skill effect change itself isn't that great, but the fact that you basically get a free, well, basically 80% cooldown reduction, I think that's pretty good. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed the Skillbook showcase for Nightstalker, and see you guys in the next ones as well.